Okay, this is episode 2, or session 2, whatever you want to call it, of Reclamation. And right before we ended, somebody took a hell of a beating.
Oh, fun.
You did manage to heal a lot of stuff. So, well, you healed some. Not a lot, I guess, but you healed some.
I think it was like all the superficial, I believe.
No, I don't think it
Yeah,
was all of it. Was it
I
all of it?
think I think I had a choice between like one bar of not superficial or
Yeah,
the
it was like
super.
one aggravated and then was like, or you can do all the superficial. So I think you have like two aggravated,
I think she had one aggravated and
maybe one
two or
superficial
three,
remaining.
two superficial
No.
remaining because you healed two. I
Maybe.
had to listen to the end of it to make sure I remember where we left off. So,
Yeah, that's true. We do have the recording, so we could figure out how much you took.
yeah.
I
And
think I had no health pretty much.
No, you were the person that we really shouldn't have sent to the fight,
No,
but
really not.
you,
that was a dice roll. That was a dice
yeah,
roll.
had such a lovely way with words.
It just didn't
And
work though.
a brutal outcome, and she got in a fight. And yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that's the dice giveth and the dice taketh away. So
Oh,
if
Jesus.
that had gone like planned, it would have gone well. It did not go as planned. It did not go so well. So,
Went the worst way possible.
and it didn't help that I got like that brutal outcome roll. I mean, a critical and a
No.
brutal outcome. That's just, man, that was nasty. Um, so, um, Theo and his pack won the challenge, so they have the right to head to final rest, and they leave immediately. Um, you guys are quietly asked to stick around, hole in the wall for a little while after his pack leaves, which it's not. It would be rude to lose the challenge and then go ahead and go anyway. However, it's considered okay to lose the challenge, then wait a while. Give them a chance to get first dibs at it, and then you can go. That's not, there's no problem with that. There's no loss of honor for that.
With me, I might do something as well.
So as you guys are sticking around, Snarl AF will pull you aside, and um, specifically to Asa, and say, "Look, tough break on the challenge, um, but Grace wants you to know that she still believes in you, and wants you to rest up for a couple hours and then go anyway. If he's got things under control, great. If not, help."
Hmm.
So you guys get a chance to get some rest and a good meal, and you can go ahead and remove the last 2 points of superficial. You still got the point of aggravated,
Okay.
but a little rest and a good meal that'll, you know, werewolves are stupid good at healing.
Yeah.
Well, they're stupid good at taking damage and doing damage, but they're stupid good at healing.
Could I also do something in the downtime?
Sure. What do you want
Could
to
I
do?
do the rite of, I think it's contriction? I don't know. I'm
Rite
bad
of
with words. I
contrition?
apologize. Contrition. That's the word. Thank you.
I can't remember what that one does.
That one is like appeasing like spirits basically, and apologizing for any like wrongdoing.
Okay. Um,
Because it was uh
Let
let me
me
do it.
pull that up. I don't
Rite
have that right handy.
I'm googling it right now.
Uh,
Rite of contrition. Because I know that you need like that's the wrong book. That is I have to grab my werewolf book, which is behind me. You know, so one second.
that's all right. I got the PDF. Okay.
Yeah, because I have the dice roll for it, but probably. I'm pretty sure people with like rights can be helped as long as they have a dot in one of the aspects or something.
No, don't even need that. Your whole pack can help with the right. They contribute a rage dice though. Unless
Yeah, that's
there's something special that'll allow them to contribute something else, but nobody in this nobody in this group has it. I'm pretty sure. Right?
yeah.
So, how do we get like our stuff back? Do we, like in D&D, you long rest to get health and stuff. How do you do that in this?
Oh, how do you get your health back?
Yeah.
Rage checks.
Okay.
Rage checks or just patience.
Okay.
And you were left off at 1 rage, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And you already howled.
No, I don't think we did. Actually, no, she
She
might
did.
have. She did.
She did because she went from 2 to 3 with a howl,
Mhm.
and then she used some of that to heal. Well, she used
Mhm.
a point to shift to Hispo, right? Dire wolf.
Yeah, it was
Yeah, it
Tyler.
was.
So
Yeah.
she is in the dire wolf form, and then she healed 2 boxes. Um, so okay, I will go ahead.
Yeah, because if I could do the right, that would be appreciated. 'Cause there's two things I kind of want to apologize for. One is just spray painting in general, and then two is pushing the man over, being a little bit of a monster with that.
Is that the guy who we tortured, pretty much?
Yeah, that was. I realized later on that was not the brightest way thing to do is werewolves and then go into this. It seemed a little hypocritical to try and pretend like we were more than monsters in this cave, but then I
That
proceeded
is
to push
true.
that crippled man over.
So what are you wanting to do with that? That'll determine the
So
difficulty.
apologize for pushing the person over, and like basically that when we were the guy who is the drug dealer in the house, one with the busted hip that we just kind of like I stood up and just pushed over.
I'm not sure the spirits would really care about that. So
Probably not, but that's just part of the apology in general.
okay.
And then the other one is spray painting on like a wall, which is like tell that based on the character sheet that I have is what this rite is most often used for by this character. So I just want to do that.
Okay. Let's see. Okay, it's your honor plus your etiquette.
Which I don't which is surprisingly only 2 dice.
Really?
Yeah, you would think that there wouldn't be, but it is.
Damn, that's tough.
Yeah. I mean, you can contribute by adding 1 rage or
I only have one left.
Well,
that's
you know,
fine.
you don't have to roll it.
Yeah, you won't go
just-
away if I fuck it up.
No. But you would the rest of your pack would participate, so you'd get an extra 3 rage dice.
Oh yeah, so I get an extra 3 dice. So from 2 to 5, and then it would be rage would be plus. Would it be plus my own rage?
No, that's including your own rage. So if
Okay.
you had rage of 2, right?
Yeah, because I didn't howl yet.
So you'd be rolling 5 rage dice for the roll.
Yeah. Every single one of them's a rage dice, baby. Let's do it.
Got this.
So it could go horribly bad.
It could go because
Yeah.
a brutal outcome causes a failure, means that an additional offense was caused, and further penance must be made before the rite is tried. Pressing the button. Honestly,
That's
that
pretty
could-
good.
That's pretty
That-
good.
pretty good. That's 3 successes on 5 rage die.
Given where that could have gone, that's really good.
Yeah.
So yes, I would say that that rite was successful. The difficulty it lists in the book. I mean, the other factors really don't apply, so I just set the difficulty at 2.
Mhm.
So yeah. So you achieved what you intended. So
We locked in an apology.
I assume you got. How long do you guys want to wait before you go? I mean, you give it a couple hours at least.
Yeah, I'd say so, maybe.
Okay.
I'd probably just like stand at the exit of it, just like waiting. Probably talk to like Asa and just be like, "So that didn't go as planned, huh?"
I'm just not
Oh, you froze for a second.
gonna respond.
Oh, there we go. I think you're back. Oh,
Oh no. Hello.
there.
Hello.
You might be
Oh, there we
having
are.
you
I'm
might be
so
having
sorry.
bandwidth issues. Go ahead and shut off your camera for a little bit. See if that fixes it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry. It's raining right now, which means, of course, I don't have any Wi-Fi.
Well,
Yeah.
it's the UK, so yeah, it's gonna rain. So
Yeah, exactly.
we
It's
had
going to
rain the last
downpour.
couple 3 days, and now it's gonna be like 30-mile-an-hour winds, and then tomorrow it's gonna be below freezing. So
That's like an average day.
our weather is kind of like bipolar at the moment. Well, that's an average day for you. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry about that.
But yeah, that did not go as planned.
Um, you see, it did not. I'm sorry for trying to talk them out of it. Perhaps we should have let the others have a fight. I won't try this again.
I mean, speaking's not bad. Just happens kind of with what we are, and when one guy's begging for a fight, kind of tends to happen.
You're right. I'm really sorry. I'll make this up to all of you later when we make things right.
Well, I'm willing to say that their group is probably too dumb to do anything with it, so we'll at least have to try and figure it out ourselves. Because still guaranteeing that we're going to go check it out anyway.
Do we have a plan? Do we need a plan?
I'd say we go in there, just stay out of their way. If they don't make it so they don't see us. Sneak around.
I'm happy with that. I'd rather not get into another fight.
Especially not with our own kin. But
I...
other than that, I'm not too sure what else is going to be awaiting us there. Because if people just went silent all of a sudden, that could either be really bad
Hmm.
or just happens to be bit busy.
Well, I will say one thing. I will not try to talk anyone out of it.
Well, we'll see what happens. Maybe we might have to.
I'll leave the talking to someone else this time.
I could always try.
I believe in you.
Gotcha. Belief is what matters.
I thought that too.
Hi guys. Sorry. So sorry for being late.
All good.
What did I miss?
Just some. I did a right, and I managed to roll 3 successes on 5 rage dice. 5 out of 5 rage dice.
When?
I
Why?
I was doing it right at fuck, I can't speak. Contrition. That word does not roll off my tongue. Yeah, but I succeeded, so we're good.
You're muted.
Sorry. The other pack went ahead and went. You guys hung around, had a rest, had a meal. Asa got a couple of points of health back just from resting and eating. Healed a couple superficial. Now it's up to you guys if you want to go ahead and take off. It's been long enough that it's wouldn't be a breach of honor or protocol if you guys left.
I'm willing to leave, but I do have a question first. Will we get willpower back at the start of the session?
Yeah, dang it. I'm always bad at that. Yes, refresh willpower to the highest of resolve or composure.
Which puts me back to full, I believe.
See, and I've run 23 episodes of my vampire game. I remember that once. Last
Hey, it
session was the
happens.
first time I remembered it, and everybody was surprised.
It happens.
I
Happens with
mentioned
social.
that, and everybody there was just you could hear a pin drop, and I'm like, yeah, I know, shut up. But it,
Yeah. And just to be factual and to make sure that we're my character, we didn't witness anybody die or anything of the sort, as far as we're concerned.
no.
Gotcha. So then, I am all good in that department for my clan bane, tribe bane.
Okay, so the next chapter will begin as you guys head off to the city to head to Noble Green, which was originally used as a military burial ground for veterans that passed on at the hospital just a few blocks away. Later, when funding dried up, it was open to general use to anyone who could buy a plot. The cemetery grew to a sprawl of different sections, winding around clusters of trees, decorative sculptures, and pathways, ranging from poured concrete to laid brick, pressed gravel, and weather-worn cobblestones. Parts of the cemetery that are still being paid for, therefore the greenery and landscaping are actually kept up. It is not until you get into the oldest parts of the original military section that the grounds become truly bad, twisted, overgrown, forgotten. And this is, of course, where final rest lies, hidden away in plain sight, where the Guru can come and revere their lost heroes at the grave of one of their own. You guys enter the cemetery and head to the oldest and deepest part of the grounds to find final rest. This would not be difficult if it were normal visiting hours, but this is early in the day, and normally the only people found around here are groundskeepers showing up for work, a few security guards here and there. The neighborhood has a high enough crime rate that anyone seeing you guys would assume that you are just general criminals, which is always a good assumption. There are a few wandering pairs or individuals on the cemetery's common grounds when you guys arrive. Now, so I am going to make a roll. Since I'm using my keyboard, I should just get out my physical dice, but see if you guys would like to be stealthy. Oh, that's not good for you. If you guys would like to be stealthy, that would be a dex and stealth roll. Or I would also allow resolve and stealth, whichever is better for you.
Could I, if is there like a place where I could do my lupus form again? Like just quietly become a lupus form and just kind of saunter around and follow suit.
Yeah, you could shift to lupus if you wanted to. I don't know if that would draw more or less attention, but you're more than welcome to do that.
I feel like it might help with being sneaky. And if I do get caught, people are just like, oh shit, it's a dog.
Wrinkles has returned.
Yes, I have. And I will roll my dex plus stealth. Dex plus stealth.
And most of you are currently at 2 rage, correct?
Yes.
1.
1. I forgot why you. I missed.
I shifted to Globber at previous session.
Okay.
And then proceeded to actually body 2 people.
Gently. Very
Somehow.
gently.
And Asa is in Hispo.
Or was in Hispo. I'm not sure.
I think I would have just stayed in it.
I was going to say, I didn't hear you say you
Yeah.
shifted out of it. So
Yeah.
I assumed you were still in it.
Oh, if that's the case, I'm back at human form because it's mostly for war.
All right.
Yeah. Also, I got 4 successes for stealth.
Yay!
Okay. Um, so would anybody else like to be sneaky? I put that
Yes.
to Asa. I don't. Let me grab my form card. I don't think that form gives you a plus
Stealth
to
test
stealth.
2 dice penalty.
Yep. 2 dice penalty stealth.
What does that mean?
Means you roll stealth with 2 less dice.
Yep.
Oh no!
Unless, I mean, you could always ship to Lupus um, to avoid that penalty, and Lupus is not a rage check.
Yeah, I will do that.
Okay.
Okay. And then what was it? Resolve and stealth?
You can do resolve and stealth. You can do dex and stealth.
Okay, I'll do dex and stealth. So how do I do the roll again? Is it W roll and then 6?
Slash W space roll, and then it's going to ask for your pool. And then you put in your total pool, and then you click on the plus options and select rage, and then you can put in what your rage dice are, and then it'll roll the whole ball.
Okay.
Oh wow, that's pretty good. 4 successes. Both of you got
Yippee.
4.
Nice.
I have a
Okay.
problem because I'm not a very stealthy guy.
Oh no.
Oh,
The fun
oh,
part. That's
3
3. That's pretty
successes.
good. 3 on 4 dice. Well, and they only got 3, and since you were the active player, or the active character, because you were trying to stealth, they were just passively trying to spot you. I would say you passed that, and I'm going to assume that the other character passed it as well. Um, so, as the 3 of you get in there, or I guess 4 of you, um, yeah, I didn't like that. So, okay, we skipped a lot of stuff here. Now, that player's not here. So I will have one of you roll dice for them. So let's see what their dice pool is. What's in survival? So that is 3. That would be a pool of 5 and 2 rage. If anybody would like to roll that.
Who wants to roll that?
I have a bad history with rolling, so
I mean, we
I'll
all
go
did.
I might roll.
All right, you can go. You can do it. I believe in you, Fairblade.
Oh,
no pressure.
no
Hey,
pressure at all.
you've done good. You've done good. I'm hoping.
The dice pool of what?
The pool is 5 total, and then she had 2 rage.
Okay. Let's see if my lucky streak continues.
Holy crap. 4. That's wow.
Yeah.
Okay, I hope you're not using up all your good rolls on somebody else. So she would notice stray dogs prowling around the cemetery. Um, if she would like these to use them to create a distraction or whatever, that would be a separate roll. However, currently you guys appear to be unseen. So I don't think there's any need. I mean, it's up to you. If it was me, I wouldn't. There's no need to interact with them.
I see no need, unless what for you. Well, our goal here is to investigate what happened to a missing pack, if
Correct.
I'm not mistaken.
Correct.
Yes. So, uh, if we don't have any means to contact them, I mean, one of them is mentioned as my mentor, but I doubt I have her phone number or anything. So, unless we don't know any means to contact them, the only reasonable option is to contact spirits who reside in this cairn.
Okay. So, an ancient poplar tree littered with scattered bird nests stands off in the farthest corner of Noble Green Cemetery. Nestled behind rows of overgrown hedges and moss covered and weathered headstones. Beneath the tree, jutting out between the heavily rooted ground, beneath its shading branches, is a meter tall or so limestone headstone bearing the long eroded away name of Starmantle upon its face. This is the epicenter of the Final Rest Cairn, a place steeped in spiritual energy devoted to respect and reverence of one's ancestors. It's a powerfully spiritual location and the reason why the pack was sent into the city in the first place. Aside from a few birds and garden wildlife, the entire area is quiet and empty in the physical world. So, why don't you guys make a wits plus occult test? And you can do this as a teamwork if you choose. Let's see if she has.
I got four. I got 4 dice. So I think I was supposed to say D's probably better at this.
I don't. She does not.
What was
have
it? Wits
occult.
and what?
It was wits and occult.
Okay.
Anybody who has occult can participate. She does not. Soot and Cinder does not. So, would anybody else like to donate a die?
Okay. Going from one, Luna, and from Asa. Do you have anything in occult?
I've got one. I got 2 in occult, so I can give you 1 dice.
Okay.
I don't have anything in occult.
6 dice is okay. Let's see if my
bad.
You got 1 rage too, so
yeah, less chance of mix-up.
Yeah,
true that. And you can always re-roll, so that's always nice.
Yep. Let's see.
Nice.
3, not bad.
Oh.
Okay, so this would remind you, or it would pop into your head, that being this is a cairn, the inhabitants around it may not be in the real world, and they may be in the spirit world. They would probably be located on the other side of the barrier in the spirit world. So, to do so, I don't think anybody has prenumbral senses, do they? That they can see across the barrier?
Nope.
No.
I don't think so.
I don't believe I do. No. Do not believe so.
No, I don't see it.
Oh.
There was one character that had it, and they weren't selected. So it looks like
we still have an option of going fully into a Umbra.
yes, you can step sideways, and that would be the rite of shadow passage, which I know one of you has. So if you would like to use that, It would require you to open up the mind of your pack mates using a variety of methods, and I will leave that up to you to describe, to narrate. So it would be your rite of shadow passage is that any renown plus occult? Is that right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And then you would get +3 rage dice from the rest of your pack contributing. And your difficulty is the gauntlet rating,
Which
If you,
is
which is 3.
yeah, I think is if you want to use the rage dice, because I don't think you have to have our help if you wish for it.
Rites are performed as a pack.
Okay.
There's something special that allows you to contribute more than rage dice, but none of these characters have it.
Oh. So I get free rage dice to
3
add?
rage
Yeah,
dice,
or-
yes.
Okay, it might get a little bumpy as we get there, but
Hey, so far I've done good with just rage dice alone, so I'm hoping that I could just pass it on to you.
okay. As Artemi looks around to see if there's any visitors like in a close vicinity here, or is
No,
it
just a few animals here and there, birds, squirrels, that kind of thing. There's no people back in this section.
I think honestly you and Cinder are the only two human people in there.
Yeah, the other 2 are in lupus form. That's right.
Yeah. So I look at two wolves and one human person, I guess, and I'll say, look, we'll have to venture into an umbra. So I need you to get as close as possible and close your eyes because it's not a pretty sight if we as we will get there. And I'll start to draw one perfect circle with a stick around you. And as we close our eyes, I'll prepare to roll. And that would be.
I will nod my head and just close my eyes as my wolf.
Me too.
Okay, for practical reasons, let's see how. Uh, and rage 4. And as I chant, spirits of a blessed garden, clear.
Oh,
You can spend a point of willpower
Oh, I cannot.
to get 3 successes.
It's a brutal outcome.
You can't re-roll the brutals, but you can spend a point of willpower to re-roll 3 of the blanks.
Problem is, but isn't any brutal outcome is automatic failure?
Well, by book,
Um,
technically, yes.
Let's see if there's anything to be said about brutal outcomes for this rite.
We're
One
going
more.
to make this interesting, and I'll allow you to spend a point of willpower to re-roll some of the failures to get the successes you needed, and then we'll deal with the brutal outcome.
Oh,
I was going to suggest, like, it says it's up to the storyteller. So I mean, it could be a sake of like opening the Umbra hurts us, and we all take like superficial willpower damage.
okay. I did something, but
Yeah. Switch select dice to roll.
Okay, 1. 2. Okay, let's see. Three successes.
Okay,
And
that's what you
uh,
needed.
and I read what happens on a brutal outcome. We all get aggravated damage. uh, I wasn't like about bumpy road.
I'm. I don't. Is it aggravated? Does it say it has to be aggravated health?
Just aggravated damage.
I'm going to go with aggravated willpower damage because,
Shit.
sorry, because you're crossing over into the spirit realm, and a brutal outcome. It, they're kind of mad at you. They're not happy about you being here.
Oh shit.
So, now there, as the shadow of the physical world recedes, and the tangible is replaced by its spiritual reflection, color seems muted. Not really black and white. It's just the colors are faded. They're not as crisp as they were. The aether of the umbra, leaving everything in shadow. The tree of final rest looms above you, reaching further and wider than its earthly counterpart. 3 falcons loom on its branches, watching you. Why are you here? 2 worlders. One asks. Another one says, under the boughs of our tree. And another one inquires, invited and unwanted. So, as you approach, how would you? I mean, these are people. These are spirits that you need kind of on your side. However, you've somewhat pissed them off. So you would have to roll to see if you can placate them. So that would be either charisma or manipulation, and you could use etiquette, persuasion, or intimidation. And I would give you a bonus to intimidation since you got a brutal outcome getting here.
Why would we want to intimidate them?
I'm just saying it's an option. I'm not saying it's a good option. I'm just saying it's an option.
We're here to do important things, so let's bully people. Okay.
You know, I'm used to that group of players. So
Being nice is so much easier.
I had previous groups of players that just intimidated everything. It's like the other social skills weren't even on their sheet. I don't know why.
I feel like Artem is still a little bit dumbfounded from this ride, so you have your stage to yourself, at least for now.
I would imagine he's a little bit shaken up.
Yeah.
Because that was unexpected. I mean, you've probably crossed over into the Umbra before, but not quite like this.
Yeah.
So are we like stuck here?
No.
No.
Okay.
But we're not welcome here.
Could I try talking to them? Oh no. How
Yeah,
this went last time.
Yeah, try talking to him.
You are a wolf still.
Oh shit.
You have
Never
to
mind.
escape out of that.
That is true.
I mean, I could try, but I don't have the best. It's like, what was it? It was charisma. It was charisma. What were the options?
You could use charisma with etiquette or persuasion, or you could use manipulation with intimidation.
I have a 4 in charisma.
The most you get with me would be 4 dice.
You have a
You'd get
4 in
5.
charisma. Wow.
If you try to use etiquette, you can add dice for me because I'll step in, but later.
Ooh, okay. I'll shift into a human form.
Okay. And something a lot of people don't realize, and I will go ahead and say this, especially for new players, is when you're in the Umbra, the spirits in the Umbra know if you're here, you're a werewolf. So shifting isn't a problem for it. You know, it doesn't violate the litany. It doesn't tear the veil, which is the veil is in werewolf. The veil is like the masquerade in vampire. You know, don't let anybody know your true form, that you are what you are. Um, so if you're in the Umbra, the spirits know. Now, normally, if you shapeshift in front of a human, they're in, or I should say, in front of a mundane, they succumb to what's called the delirium, which is they just freak the heck out and it can go really bad. However, in the spirit world, all the spirits know. They just know. So shape shifting in front of spirits doesn't affect anybody like it would in the real world.
Okay, cool.
And something that is not going to come up in this story, I don't think, but you should be aware of, should you play in a future game with somebody else, or me, depending, is that the delirium only works on people who see it. It does not. It's not effects do not carry to electronic devices. So if you shapeshift in front of a mundane, they're going to freak out, succumb to the delirium. If you shapeshift in front of a camera, the camera catches it.
Okay, I see.
Like presence for vampires or like obfuscate.
Yeah. Okay.
Because I figured out obfuscate wasn't actually invisibility. That was crazy.
No, I read that and I was like, oh crap, I've been doing this wrong for 20 years.
Yeah. But yeah, I think it's up to you guys to do the talking part. I'm just gonna sit down and stare at the falcons on there, I believe.
Okay. Does Asa have anything in etiquette?
I have a 1.
Okay.
Get one dice for me.
So that would give you 6.
Okay.
I will. Dang it! I did not think to check her sheet. I don't think she has anything in etiquette.
I have 1, but I'm in a wolf, so I don't think I can really help or contribute.
Soot and Cinder has intimidation, but not etiquette.
Okay.
So she is not the smooth talker. She is the listen to me or I break your face.
We're being silent for a long time.
Yeah, I'll let you guys roll. I have 1 in etiquette, but I will be honest, I'm gonna stay in wolf form.
So we're not, just to be clear, they don't want us here.
They are not happy about it. No.
Yeah, we are.
Okay,
however,
I'm gonna try to.
In wolf form, since you're in the Umbra, I'll still let you contribute.
Okay, because I mean, I have 1 etiquette. Then.
The spirits would understand you.
Ooh.
So you get one more die.
Okay. No, okay. Okay.
So they give
I'm just gonna be like
7?
Yeah, that's a 7.
Okay.
7 in 1 rage, I believe.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Oh my
god. Wow. 6. That's good. I'm gonna go out on limb and say that's pretty good. So, and I can say you could spend a willpower and try for more, but there's really no point, and there's nothing you can do with it. So, but you can't re-roll the brutal die, and there's nothing else to gain. So, so what do you say to them?
I'm just gonna be like, we're not here to hurt anyone. We are just here, coming in peace with our hands up. Could you tell us why we aren't welcome here? Awesome.
They would they tell you? They would answer with a lot of language that comes across as gibberish to you. I mean, just random words, nonsensical statements. Um, However, what they will tell you. Oh, sorry, missed something because it's in the wrong place. Um, the Falcon spirits will recognize Fairblade and say that Starmantle would be happy to know that his legacy lives on. They would exhort you as a Silver Fang hero by and that you are doing your mentor's legacy or renown justice, um, by striving for even greater glory. And with Fairblade there, they would capitulate to tell you that, let's see. Okay. Their partnered pack, the Crescent's Edge, wandered away and have not returned. Final rest is technically theirs until proof is brought to the spirits that they cannot protect the cairn any longer. Let's see. Sorry, feline intervention. So the spirits would explain that the two world strangers were drawn away to the nearby Dark Tower. The valiant warriors of Crescent's Edge actually entered the Dark Tower to do battle with the evil within, and now the spirits await their victorious return. The Dark Tower lies just beyond a sea of sadness and loss, making it a dangerous journey to make in the spirit world. Too much suffering.
Oh.
Too much suffering of mourners and those paired from the pollutants of the body thrive in the umbra surrounding the cairn. So, now I will give you a wits and awareness test to do as a pack.
And we have a Soot and Cinder back.
Yes.
Hello.
Oh.
I will just take a moment to open up my character sheet.
Things haven't gone horribly wrong yet.
No,
completely.
the worst roll we've had so far is getting mentally scarred by going into the Umbra. That was
Oh,
Yes.
of course.
Oops.
Yes. You have an aggravated willpower damage.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stepping sideways did not go very well.
I have a question. I have to take people who would like to contribute to your dice, or I can just roll my own?
You know what? You don't. I guess you don't have to. It's the book lists it as an option. You don't have to do it as a teamwork test. So that's true.
Yes, because it will be much smoother now that way. Okay.
And come to think of it, I don't remember reading anything where rights have to have other participants. They typically do, but I don't remember reading anything that said they have to.
Well,
yeah. I also did realize for the Rite of Shadow Passage, it just says, but this does not cause an automatic failure of the rights. So even with the
Yes. Now
I can do.
With the the stepping sideways, the shadow passage, anyone who's not involved in the rite doesn't go. So that would have had to have that would have had to include the entire pack. The one you did at the cairn did not. So you could have done that by yourself. However, it went well. It wasn't until it was really important that it went poorly. So, stuff happens. What's an awareness test?
What's an awareness?
Do you guys want to do this teamwork or individually?
I can contribute, but my dice pool is 4.
Mine is 4 as well.
Mine is also 4.
I have a 5 to wits and awareness.
There we go. So,
and everybody else has at least 1 in awareness. They can can contribute.
I'd be willing to contribute to Cinder doing this.
Okay.
Me as well.
So how many plus do I have? Like extra dice would I have from that?
Plus 3.
The one.
You would
plus
have
3,
plus
okay.
3. Yep.
Okay. Roll.
Oh, also for specific clarification, I am in lupus form, and the other 2 are in Hobbit form.
So I have 1 plus 3. Just quickly 2. Okay. Oh, I might willpower reroll that. That is such a sad roll.
At least it wasn't a brutal.
No, it wasn't a brutal. It wasn't thrilling, but it wasn't a brutal.
I might just reroll it, just because.
Okay.
3 successes.
3 successes meets difficulty. So you would know as you're there in the Umbra, looking around, you see a looming structure of brick and mortar on the horizon, blackened by the mold of sadness and suffering clinging to its sides. Now you know distance and perspective in the Umbra is off. I mean, things could look long ways away. It takes a couple of steps, you're there, or vice versa. So you don't know how far it is from your current location, but you can make anybody that'd like to make an intelligence and streetwise test is welcome to think of how this, if they would know what this is.
I have 6 dice for that.
You can do it as a group. You can do it individually. That's up to you.
Better than me. I got 4. I have 3 in streetwise though.
Me too. Yeah.
0. I cannot
0.
contribute.
Oh my god.
So I don't know if Soot and Cinder has anything in streetwise. I would imagine so.
No, none.
No. Okay.
None.
Okay. So you would get +1.
Okay.
Three. That's good. It would come to you that it's likely to be the abandoned veterans hospital, just by its appearance and the feeling that you're getting off of it. I mean, you're not close enough to touch it because it's on the horizon, but you would still get feelings off of it and impressions in your mind. Now, I'm gonna
You said
it's gonna have to be a roll. Go ahead.
You also said we had aggravated willpower damage. Was that from the right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because the book says it's aggravated health, not willpower.
But it really didn't. It didn't make sense, so I made it aggravated willpower.
Fair enough. Yes. I'm just checking the rules.
Yeah, I try to stay fairly close to the book, but sometimes it just doesn't make sense.
What's the dice pool that we were gonna have to roll instead?
for.
You said something about the Veterans Hospital rating something,
Oh,
and it
no,
would
no,
have to
no.
be.
No, she already rolled for that.
Oh, I see.
So, you have the rite of shadow passage would also have to be used to step out of the Umbra, to slip back across the barrier, but it's at a -2 difficulty.
So 1.
So yeah, so 1. So as long as you don't get a brutal outcome, that's fine. However, to bring your entire pack out with you, that they also have to participate in the rite.
More rage.
More rage. Yay.
Hopefully this goes better than last time.
Yeah.
Hoping.
Are we rolling something or? Oh, okay. There we go.
Oh wow.
That went a lot better.
7 with a crit. That considerably better. So you guys managed to step out of the Umbra. The only way you can really tell is some of the things you saw in the spirit world are no longer there because they were spirits. And everything seems crisper and clearer, more defined. And as you step out, coming just over the hill is a female who kind of stops when she sees you because she wasn't expecting to see you, and asks, "Are you friends of Curb Check?" And she introduces herself as Brittany Gutierrez. She's tall, rather tough looking, dressed in jeans, sneakers, and a hoodie. You would know her to be the live-in girlfriend of the Crescent's Edge member Curb Check. She doesn't know, to your knowledge, she doesn't know anything about werewolves per se, but is under the impression that her boyfriend runs with a rough crowd, which is fine. And she's a veteran of Afghanistan and suffered severe cranial trauma in an ambush and was recovering at the local veterans hospital at the time of its decommissioning. Her wounds have mostly healed, and she was discharged as no longer needing care, but still suffers from debilitating headaches and is not able to work. When she met with Curb Check, she was a janitor at the hospital, and after her discharge, she moved in with him, and since then he has been taking care of her. And now that he's gone missing, she has come to final rest because she knew it was an important place for him, although she doesn't know why. She would give you a little bit more detail about the background of the area, including the cemetery and the hospital, about it being defunded, stuff you already know. She would also mention that a large batch of drugs and chemicals was stolen from the hospital at the time of its final closure. She would also tell you that... no, she didn't know that. She would also tell you that she would really, really appreciate it if you could help her find Curb Check and or what happened to him. She said he's been gone for a while now, so she's somewhat accepted the fact that he may no longer be alive. However, she really hopes and she would appreciate the help. So, as you guys head off to Noble Green, the way to the Veterans Hospital is lined with broken, boarded up buildings, closed businesses, ruined cars, and similar urban debris. Now, as you're going through all this and seeing what has developed in the area, what it's become of it, I would give you all +1 rage.
Yay.
You say that till you get a brutal outcome.
That puts me at 3.
Can't have twice.
Yes.
Um, if you would like to talk to any of the people you're passing by. Sorry, I have this. I don't have the other window up or any other windows up.
Yeah, you don't have to read it now. It's just like there is some rules clarification for the right of shadow passage.
So
There might be some differences between PDF and core book because core book has been updated for some time. So it might have been at some point just health, but now it's just aggravated. Who knows? Maybe it's health, and the intent was for it to be health, but who knows? I'm fine with it being a willpower as well.
the thing I love about World of Darkness, though, is the golden rule.
Yeah.
You know, the
You
rules
can
are
just remember
guiding.
it if you want.
Okay, so let's see. Did you guys want to talk to anybody or just head straight over there?
Well, it's good to consider what's our options because I don't like how it's all, well, looks at all. Like there's connections of drugs to this place. There's missing pack. Like what's
there's something in there.
Yeah.
I mean, you haven't been there, but just by the looks of it and the feel you got off of it in the Umbra, it's pretty safe to assume that it's not going to be fun or pleasant.
So, I feel like our since we don't know what's happening down there, we either go straight to this place or wait for a night to have advantage to call on a moonlight to fuel our rage if there's need to do so.
I'm happy to do that.
The second part?
Yeah.
Okay.
So some of you are at what, 4 rage, and others are at 2.
I think I'm at 3. I think
3.
2.
Oh, 3.
2.
Okay. Okay. So I don't know why I was thinking you guys were at 3, and then the plus 1 put you at 4. Bad math. So as you're looking, you say you guys wanted to wait until evening.
Yeah.
Yeah, wait a bit until evening, kind of like see if anybody's coming in and out of it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Go ahead and make me a. Let's see. It's gonna make this a resolve and survival check. I'd also take streetwise, but survival seems more appropriate. And
Yeah.
you can teamwork this if you want to, just to find a good place, nondescript place to hole up until sunset.
I can try resolve and survival. I have 4 dice in that.
I got 4.
And this would be, I think Cinder would very much be like, oh yes, this is a good strategy. Yes, you're thinking good, very good.
You're more than welcome to do it as a teamwork test if you choose to do that.
Yeah, I got 4 dice. I'll be able to give you one.
I cannot give you anything. I have no.
Are we sure we want to teamwork this? Because I'm at 3 rage. This can definitely fail.
I wouldn't recommend it either. I'd do it too.
I can just try with my regular pool if you want.
I could do that as well because we can each roll by ourselves, I believe, or a team.
Mhm.
Because it's 4 dice for me as well.
Okay, maybe try that.
Okay. Okay, let's see how this goes. 3 dice, 4 dice, 3 rage.
Oh, most of my pool is just rage.
Yeah, both of ours is 75% rage.
Shit.
We want to wait for the moon to come up. Oh, well, let's do successes at least.
I got
Oh,
a
you
4.
that's all successes for you. That's very good.
Okay. Well, nobody got a brutal, so you can find like a inset door, an overhang area, something like that. Someplace that you can kind of settle up out of the way, that people wouldn't notice you, people passing by, unless they were specifically looking for you. Now, if anybody would like to make an intelligence investigation also, um, intelligence investigation, or it says survival is also an option.
What was it? Pardon?
Intelligence and either investigation or survival. And I'd let you
Yeah.
teamwork this since you're all together.
I have nothing to contribute.
Intelligence and survival, was it?
You can use intelligence and survival or intelligence investigation, either one.
Okay, I have a 2 in survival, but 0 in investigation.
I have a total of 3 dice, which is 2 in survival. So
I would
Same.
I would recommend teamworking it because the threshold is rather high for this roll.
0. I cannot contribute.
Oh no.
man's got the book smarts, the spirit smarts.
Yeah. I like how I don't know how to survive on the streets. Like
Actually. Sorry. Yeah.
Did I roll?
Yeah. How much do you have dice pool total?
I have 5.
Yeah, 5 plus 2 is much
Okay.
better. So
Okay.
Thunder will contribute 1 dice.
I will contribute 1 as well.
Ugh.
Could re-roll that.
Yeah.
At least it wasn't brutal.
I think I do want to reroll. Do I literally just reroll?
You
Yeah,
can
then you-
select reroll failures, do select reroll.
I'll reroll failures.
So a total of 4. It got you an extra one. That does not meet the threshold, though. Just due to how long it's been. It's been a while, and tracks would be hard to follow in an urban environment. You think you're on the right track, because if what you heard is correct, that they went from the cemetery to the old Veterans Hospital, this would probably be the most direct route. So you think you're on the right track. However, you don't see any tracks or any signs of their passing this way. So either they didn't go this way, or it's just been so long and their trail has just gone cold. However, once night falls, you guys make your way to the crescent's edge. All right, sorry, the old Veterans Hospital. Brain fart.
Did anybody like come in and out of the place while we were there?
No, nobody seemed to bother you. I assume you set some kind of a watch.
Yeah, probably.
Okay. A few people would pass by, just they didn't pay you any mind, because the area is just so run down. I mean, you weren't like actively breaking into something or stealing something or destroying something. They really didn't seem to care. You only saw like one patrol car, and you know how they have the spotlights on them to shine around? They weren't even moving it. It wasn't even on. They were just kind of like making an appearance of patrolling the area. But you're fairly certain that unless you like threw something at them or did something intentional to attract their attention, they wouldn't care. Once you get to the Veterans Hospital, you find evidence suggesting that the Crescent's Edge Pack went through a broken fence surrounding the abandoned Veterans Hospital because there are several sections with broken or missing planks in the 2-meter tall construction fence that wraps a lot, and it gives way quite easily. Many of these openings are smeared with muddy and bloody handprints, suggesting several people have gone through this direction. Okay. Now, the abandoned hospital. Wait a minute. Oh no, sorry. I forget that I already read through it and made notes and whatever, and I see stuff that I didn't make notes on. I'm like, wait a minute. Do I need that? No. So the abandoned Veterans Hospital. Once you guys get through the fence, you find yourselves in a broken concrete lot surrounding the abandoned Veterans Hospital. It's covered with garbage, litter, overgrown with weeds poking through the concrete, a couple of wrecked cars with broken windows, open trunks and hoods, flat tires, burnt out interiors. However, you also find that it is home to a group of what appear to be Bane-infested snap addicts. And you can guess, well, no. That makes sense. A quick glance at the hospital building itself shows that most of the windows on the first floor are shattered and open to the elements. The doors have been either torn free from their hinges by strong claws like those of a Krynos werewolf, or jammed and bent open. Upper floors are boarded up or still have their security windows in place. It wouldn't be too difficult to open them if you wanted to try to climb or leap up to them. However, Asa, make a wits and crafts with your specialty in tattoo.
Okay. Okay.
Oh, wow. 4. Okay. You would notice that 2 of the addicts you see have tattoos that are clearly in the style of Laura de Savante, Callback's boss at the tattoo parlor. So, that is something that you can store away for now. I would note at this point that you can count a half dozen of the snap addicts loitering around the lot. They don't seem to pay you much mind. Did you want to try to talk to them, dispatch them, or just ignore them? That is entirely up to you.
Can I
Like,
see?
kidnap him.
Do what?
What?
Sorry, you go first.
I was just wondering if I could see if anything, if we could even have a chance to like talk some sense to like, okay, can we go through you like anything, or we're just so buzzed we're just don't pay us any mind, like
They're
how
somewhat
how
oblivious. They're not blocking your way into the building at all. They're just kind of loitering around, milling about, talking amongst themselves.
Hmm.
You don't count very many of them.
If possible, since I'm still in like my lupus form, could I poke one of them in a pocket that might have because I remember I gave everybody like a packet of snap, and I could tap somebody on the pocket if it's got the snap in it. Just like referencing to use it as some form of distraction or being like, hey, we have snap here, just let us in, we can give it to you.
Oh, that's cool.
Why don't we just walk in?
That's a fair assumption. We can just go in.
They are not guarding their territory well enough. We can just walk in.
They really don't seem to care.
Hmm.
It's probably not even theirs.
Yeah. Whatever is we're looking. Well, at least we can ask if they saw someone passing through here. Like, how did we saw anyone from a group of pack what we're looking for, or did anybody return from this building, this old hospital?
You could do that.
Could I ask how my character recognized them again?
You recognize them based on the tattoos. A couple of them had are by an artist that you're familiar with.
Oh, okay. If you're down to try to talk to them, I'm sure we could get on their good side.
Two. Let's try with. Okay, Luna, did you want to actually persuade them to move on from this place with drugs, or we'll try talking first?
Could you repeat that? My head is shitty internet for a second.
I was saying just we talk first, and if they're susceptible to any kind of dealings, we offer them drugs, and they'll just move out of the way. Yeah.
I'll tilt my head as in Lupus and just kind of like shrug if I can, and just like continue walking forward toward everything.
Don't be like that.
I mean,
Okay.
it's I'm more just shrugging because I'm like, I don't know what I can do in like this.
Okay. Makes sense. Okay. Asad, I do not look the part, so please back me up a little bit.
If you give me a Sharpie, I can paint some ink on you really quickly.
No.
I'm a
No.
really good artist, trust me.
You hear a wolf laugh.
Oh,
Don't you want to look the part? Do you really want this to work? Then you're gonna have, trust me here.
not that badly, but
Are you trying to impress them with honorary glyphs? I don't think they would recognize them.
But I recognize the work on them, so
Oh,
we will
you
have a
do?
bond between us.
Mm.
Yeah. I think they got tattooed up by my boss, so we have a connection there that I think I'll be able to resonate with them. Although that hasn't worked the last couple of times, but truly believe me, this one time.
I will.
I'm sure.
While they're all discussing, this might feel a little selfish, and I hope it doesn't do anything wrong. But I will just kind of slowly saunter up to the people, like the drug guys. Not like get terribly close, but like let them know that they can see me, and like I'm just start picking around at things and like scratching the ground.
Okay. That would require a roll. Because they are certainly not expecting a wolf to walk around.
Well, I have Clement Lupus, so
Dog.
I don't.
probably like more of a dog.
Yeah, that is true. Big dog.
Hi, people love dogs. This
I
is
want to
no
see if they're
problem.
like overtly hostile. If they just run over and start kicking some dog, then yeah, we're gonna kick their ass.
I don't think that they would be. If you're not doing anything hostile toward them, they probably wouldn't really pay you much attention.
No, I'm just getting closer to them.
Yeah. They would probably just assume it's a stray dog. Because, they've definitely seen that.
Try and walk right.
Walk right up to them?
Walk right by them.
As long as-
Walk right by them into the building.
Oh, yeah. You can do that.
We'll just go inside the building then.
I think Cinder will follow after in that case.
Does Cinder look like a wolf, or she also has a?
She's currently in Homid form, so
Yeah.
she looks very
Okay.
normal.
I feel like if As would like to join, I try to talk to at least someone. Like,
Yeah.
like for sure will try to mess my hair look a little bit rough. I'm failing.
Over.
Perfect.
And we'll try to talk to someone who looks at least lucid enough.
Lucid is kind of a relative term here.
Sure.
Able to hold a conversation, maybe.
That's probably the best you're gonna get.
Mm-hmm.
I think lucid would be a stretch, but functional, you could find that. So, are you walking up to one of the people you recognize the tattoo with, or
Yeah, I think so.
okay? And what are you asking?
I'm gonna try sweet talk him first. Like, wow, your tattoos are so cool, dude. Oh, I know the person who did them. Let me know when you're going back in. You get me a discount, okay? And then I'm gonna ask, have you seen anyone around here? But I'm gonna, try to say it subtly.
Okay. So, I'm gonna go with. This sounds like a charisma persuasion check.
I have 0 persuasion.
Streetwise would work too. Do you have Streetwise?
Oh yeah, I do.
I'd take Streetwise too.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's a 7 for me. Is Fairblade here?
Yeah. But I cannot help you because as soon as you start talking about tattoos and whose gang they're from, or well, a boss or a kind of dealings, I like, huh? I have 0 streetwise.
Ooh,
Ooh.
Oh my goodness.
never mind.
Wow, that's 6. Okay. Um. So 6 successes. They would tell you that. Well, they would thank you for your interest in their work. They had it done years ago, but you'll notice it's still in pretty good shape. About the only thing on them that is. And as far as what they've seen around here, they've seen a few people go into the building. They saw a group a while back go into the building. 4 or 5 people, something like that. But they've never seen anybody come out of the building. They can't say that for definite nobody has, but they haven't seen it. They haven't seen it
Okay. Okay. Let's. Do you mind if we just poke around here? Like, obviously, would like to explore this creepy old abandoned military hospital for kicks and thrills.
They don't seem to care.
Yeah, nice.
Nice.
Like, as soon as we put some distance between us, we're like, oh shit. Sorry. I don't know what. I'm not
It's
built for
okay.
that.
We'll work on that for next time. Don't you worry.
I'll just be sitting inside waiting.
Oh, sprinkles, sparkles.
I think it was Mittens, wasn't it?
Mittens,
Sparkles
yeah.
works as well. Careful. One of these days, it will be our deed name.
Fair enough.
Walks on mittens.
Oh god.
Oh,
Walks on mittens. Walks on snow.
Ah, it's mittens, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What's your name? Makes yellow snow.
but unfortunately, we have pretty bad news. As we step sort of in on just one foot inside this building, it's pretty ominous, and we didn't saw anyone come out. So our chances that we'll have to force our way in, or at least fight something, are increasingly rising.
As you start to walk inside, you'll notice the inside of the abandoned Veterans Green Noble Green Veterans Hospital has been abused, misused, and pretty much ignored. Um, become a hive of festering banes and ultimately a more powerful worm spirit in the sub-basement. You look around the first few floors, but can't go higher than the third floor due to a stairwell that's, well, not really there. And the elevators, you're guessing they haven't worked in years. But you can tell this was once brightly lit, carrying an example of humanity using science and compassion to take care of its own. Now it's just a cesspool of decay and brickwork, tarnished steel and yellow linoleum, graffiti everywhere. Some of it suspiciously eldritch in nature. And those with the cult would recognize that, this isn't something that normal people would tag a building with. This is definitely a cult. You would also know that black mold grows in the darkest corners, and a foul odor rises from the basement. And I would say the black mold would be concerning, but you're werewolf, so you don't care. So I'm going to call here for a wits and awareness test, difficulty of 3.
Right.
From everyone,
Do
or
me awareness.
And this is a individual test.
Mm-hmm.
wits and awareness.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, thank God.
Okay, so Soot and Cinder got 3.
By the
I
way, I have like
see
a
and
little
smell.
right in it. What does that mean?
Do what? I didn't hear you.
Sorry, by some of the skills you have like a little bit of writing, just in smaller. Does that mean anything? Like by persuasion, I have speech.
Those are specialties, and they give you an extra 1 die in that specific situation.
Oh, okay. I got sharp-eyed and awareness.
Okay.
If that means
I'd give you a +1 for that.
yay.
Yeah. I think I would assume it means for like sight.
Yeah.
Test.
Yeah, that's
fair. Sorry.
Oh no. I did reroll, so I got 3 successes, but that's...
Oh my god. I'll name the beast out.
Okay.
It's your favorite thing to do.
Okay.
Yeah.
We aren't monsters. Hey, I'll say it. At least it wasn't talking to the drug dealers. Or the dealers.
It accidentally inhales the mold. No.
D name is ranges with all.
Oh.
Okay, so enough of you got at least 3, so I can. So I will let you know that some of the stuff, you catch a rhythmic sound coming up from the stairwell. It sounds like something heavy running into furniture and other objects. Some of the graffiti, not all of it, are sigils painted in dried blood and excrement. You can make an intelligence and occult test to figure out what they are if you'd like. You can also recognize that the mold and tarnish on the floor seem a little too thick and advanced for a building that only closed a few months ago. Now, okay, we'll put a pin in that brutal outcome for a second. Did anybody want to make the intelligence occult test?
I'll do that.
I would like to as well, if possible.
Even if I had occult, I can't read. I just remembered.
You can do it as a teamwork test. I mean, you're all together, so.
I have no dice in that. I'd have singular dice.
Is anybody around? Like anybody other than us?
No.
Okay, then I will shift. Then I will shift to homely form so I can speak.
Yeah, the addicts in the parking lot don't seem at all interested in coming into the building, and you haven't seen anything inside the building. And as far as smells, all you get is just rot, mold, rot, decay.
God, it's so much worse with a wolf nose.
Oh yeah.
That is true.
Any idea what these symbols would be? Fairblade.
And let me get a closer look.
Did you add the one dice for me?
Oh no.
I will. I'll roll one dice then.
And I'll actually.
And Fairblade can actually use a point of willpower and reroll the 3 failures.
I will not, because I have 2 unchecked willpower boxes left.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not familiar with these symbols.
Anything for 2 successes?
No, the threshold was 5. You see,
No.
Very advanced.
You recognize them as possibly guru/spiritual, but you can't make out what. And it's at that point I would like to make use of the brutal outcome.
Oh shit.
So shit has been called. Okay. So at that point, looking at him, Asa would you're all kind of looking at him to some degree or another. So Asa would finally just kind of lose it and start going on about these things being, wrong and evil and part of the problem, and just start ripping out the walls.
Oh shit.
Because the walls are they're just drywall at this point with like metal supports, and it just starts ripping off the drywall.
Yes, I agree. Although I
I
don't see
hate
how
it.
this solves our problem.
What are you doing? We don't even know what we're doing here. What's our purpose?
I just can't stand it. I can't stand to see this here.
You are making the air more stinky. Stop it.
But it has to be done.
I really hope there's no asbestos in this building. And I will just shrug and just be like, "Well, they're off the walls now. Made a racket."
What's asbestos?
It has definitely not been quiet.
Ever wanted your lungs to be fireproof, Cinder? Inhale a lot of asbestos. It might happen, it might not. We'll figure it out.
Well, you're not helping.
Does asbestos prevent forest fires?
I'll ask
Anyways.
Smokey that one. But they're off the walls. Now we don't know what to do. I smell something thick coming from the basement, so it might be the next spot.
Yeah, but whoever or if anyone is still around, they probably heard us. So we should probably not be separated, at least for a while. Let's proceed.
Yes.
Should I find a door to a basement and just creak it open slowly?
Okay. So The foul spirits in the sub-basement seems to have been feeding on pain and suffering for so long that its emanations have grown and seeped upward into the rest of the building, and you can feel them by this point. When you head down into the basement, you encounter grotesque projectors. So, Jensen,
Oh no.
composure and crafts with your graffiti specialty.
Oh, that is a. Okay, so that would be 4 plus 3 equals 7. That's 8 dice. 3. Pretty sure I did the math right. Yes. I'm gonna reroll that just because fuck it. Wait. What? Did I not hit the button correctly, or am I? Weird. Okay. I'm not sure why it's not letting me. Alright, I think I just didn't get lucky.
3 successes.
Yeah. I think I hit the button that was reroll failures and I didn't realize my brain processed it too quickly and I'm like, it's not working. But yes, I think
Okay.
3 successes is all I got.
Okay. Didn't meet the difficulty, but I don't know that it matters all that much. So you recognize it. I'll go this far. You recognize it as some type of mystical markings in the graffiti, and in your estimation, it's probably going to make things. You can't explain why, but it's you. You get the feeling it's going to make things tougher for you. And you would get the feeling that the spirits in the area would be slanted against Guru. Would be slanted against you guys.
Surprising no one.
No, it shouldn't. No. So, venturing into the first basement floor of the hospital, you are assaulted by a thick, foul smell. Pleasure of being a wolf. So, a wit survival test, if anybody chooses to make it.
Yes, I can give that a try.
I'll make one as well.
For a total of 5 dice.
What's the survival? 4 to
3, okay.
I got 1.
And 1, okay. 3, your nose tells you that the smell is a mixture of chemicals, fungus, medical disinfectants, but also rotting flesh.
Ugh.
It's very rancid, very putrid. The floor and walls of the basement corridor are almost unrecognizable. Black with filth, old damaged furniture, smashed and scattered, unrecognizable, just junk. It kind of looks like a tornado went through an old hospital and just scattered crap everywhere. The end of the corridor darkens with the silhouettes of large men or something humanoid. However, they shamble, they stomp, they sway all slightly as if their bodies aren't quite in sync. The first steps forward, knocking aside a gurney with 2 long arms, emergency lights flickering. They appear to be a mismatched jigsaw puzzle of flesh and bone. Parts don't sync up perfectly, stitching holding them together, seeping with just goo, ichor and pus and all kinds of goo. Parts of them are from people with different builds, ages, races. Um, some even seem to have fur, which you can't explain. One opens awkward hands to reveal wicked talons. Another dislocates a jaw hinged to a head that's kind of too small for it. So when you see these things, at first you're kind of like, ew, what the hell? What the hell are these things doing? And then they charge at you.
Shit.
Right.
How many are there?
There are 3. Because
Shit.
another shambles around.
Right. In that case, I think Sender is going to use the gift Rapid Shift to very quickly shift into his bow. So I
Shift into
would.
Hispo?
Yes.
I will shift into Cronus.
Okay. So Hispo
Let me see.
is a 1 rage check. Krynos is 2 rage checks.
Cronus is 2 rage.
Yes, I just need to double check the dice pool for Rapid Shift because I just need to roll that correctly
Give me a
to
second.
not take damage while doing it. So that's Dex plus Glory for me. Have a
Hey,
total
keep
of
2 rage. And now in Cronus form.
that is for. Oh, that's a brutal outcome. Oh, okay, I take damage. Let me check how much damage I take.
Your bones snap.
Oh.
Let me just quickly look that up. I think I take 1 aggravated, maybe. Let me check. Let me double check. It's an Arwen gift, I believe. Yes, I'll just mark it as 1 for now. Now I'll double check in the book later.
So,
Oh.
Okay, I lose 1 rage, and I take a little bit of damage because I failed my.
Brutal outcome.
Yeah, because that is for Rapid Shift, and I take damage if I fail it. So, why do I still do it? I just take damage. I just need to
I lost
remember how
1
much
rage.
damage.
I'm down to 2.
But
Okay.
the shift is instantaneous. As Cinder will very quickly shift into his bow.
Okay, so with Rapid Shift, it seems that it's just. I mean, you're used to it taking a couple of minutes for the change, but it takes them no time at all. None at all. And
Yeah, Yes, and you might hear kind of Cinder kind of yelp as she shifts into Hispo, as the shift didn't go fully as intended. She just takes 1 superficial health damage. It's not too bad, but
However, we also have the fact that it was a brutal outcome.
yes, that is the result of the brutal outcome. Is that she takes damage. That's how the gift works. So damage to the margin of the difficulty. Difficulty for Hespo is just 1, I think. Or it might be 2, actually. Let me double check.
Yeah,
So
2.
what is it?
2, so it's 2 superficial damage. Let me just mark it. So that will be 2 superficial damage. Ouch.
I'm not seeing where it talks about the brutal outcome on that gift.
I mean, it's your call. If it's something that will benefit from brutal outcome or not, because she shapeshifts into a Krynos.
She
I
did go into
shapeshifted.
his
I
bow.
shapeshifted just into his bow. The other person is gonna shapeshift into
Yeah.
Krynos.
I'm in
Okay.
Krynos, yeah.
But yes, it says 61. Basically, it says if the test fails, the user takes superficial damage equal to the margin of failure. Though the shift dice penalty is still avoided. This gift can be used in any form. Also, it's just like if I fail in general. Okay.
The brutal outcome, though, that's going to add to it.
Oh, I take more damage.
Yeah, I would say the brutal outcome generally adds what, +4 damage, right?
Yeah,
No,
if you're-
do I take more damage to myself? Is what
Right.
what I mean.
But I'm thinking brutal gives, is it +2 or +4? If you're trying to do damage to somebody, does it add 2 or 4?
It's 4 if you're doing damage to something else.
Yeah, +4.
So I would say 3 superficial.
On top of the already 2?
No, just 3 superficial total.
Okay. That's fair, that's fair. I was like, 5?
Yeah, 5
5 would be a little mean. Now, if it was
That
a
would be a little mean.
regular Chronicle
Oh, yeah,
I'm running,
no.
that's possible. But not this one. So, what does Fairblade do? Does he shift at all?
I feel like at this point, if she not, the only thing that could animate these creatures possibly are creatures' spirits. So he invokes a silver compact gift, and
I forgot what that does.
it basically means that they have to target anyone else if they can. But also I get a little bit of buffer to soak damage, because old promises and pacts with spirits of all kinds are still held.
Okay.
But it requires a rage check, so I'll roll. Let me just make one roll. And it could be invoked in any form, so I stay in Homid. Let's see. I'll get calmer.
So you would lose 1 rage. Okay.
Yeah.
So I forgot what form. What? Oh, you were. It's a gift. Okay. Brain fart. Okay. So I will. I will give you guys the first attack, and I will get my notepad out so I can keep track of this. Because as they're coming at you, they're not going to. I mean, they're shambling. They're not really focused. So I would give you guys the first attack. Um, excuse me. Um, so what does everybody want to try to do?
I think Cinder will leap into action, having just transform and bite the closest target.
Okay, Cinder is going to make a bite attack.
Yep. So
Fairblade.
that is strength plus brawl, and I have a specialty in tooth and claw.
Okay.
12, 3,
So we'll just decide what everybody's going to do, then we'll resolve everything. So, Fairblade.
Cinder will also use Raging Strike for this, which would give her even more dice to that, basically.
Raging Strike, isn't that claws only, or is that also bite?
No, it says any brawl attack.
Okay. Well, any brawl attack, any brawl attack.
No.
Okay. So, Fairblade.
I feel like Fairblade will try to at least look first who's having more trouble, but I feel like Recrinos will deal with its all by himself. So I'll try to help Cinder if any case, and just uh, give a final strike to a head. I don't know if it will mean something to something so dead, but let's see.
Okay.
So just stomping at it at full strength once it's on the ground.
Okay, so you're going to attack it after she attacks, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
If I shift the same turn, then
it is a die penalty.
Yeah.
I don't have a penalty, but that's because I have rapid shift.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, am I able to act within the turn that I shift as well, or
Yeah, you can act. It's just your action is at a penalty.
Okay, gotcha. So, if seeing the ones that they grab the one closest to me, I would just dive for the one that's like it's behind it. So just grab him and just like claw him in half. Try to.
So also a brawl attack.
Yeah. So let me pull out the forms.
Oh, you get a lot of bonuses in Krynos.
Yeah. So I'll add 4 dice to all physical tests.
It's not 4 dice. It's plus 4 damage.
Well, it's this in the book. It says plus 4 dice to 4 by
4 dice.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh yeah,
4
yeah.
dice
It's
bonus
I
to
was
physical
thinking
test.
of the bonus
Rage.
from the claws, which
Yeah.
is plus 3. But yes, 4 to all physical pools.
Okay, so now we will go to the rolling section. So Soot, go ahead and make your attack roll.
Yes, I will first just roll the rage.
Passed.
Okay, I just need to remember the top of my head. How many dice I have to everything.
Raging strike.
So-
I'm thinking is 3, but that might be wrong.
No, hold on. I'm calculating everything because I have a very big dice for this. So 5 plus 5. I have a total of 12 dice,
Nice.
which is insane. But I am playing an Arun, so that makes sense.
Can you roll 12 dice, or is it capped at 10?
My total dice pool is 12 because I have bonus from Hispo. I already have really good strength, specialty in brawl, and on top of that, the raging strike as well.
I thought it was just capped at 10, and it just makes the difficulty easier.
I have
I guess
no clue. But I'll try that.
Let's see.
Oh, nice.
I mean, for damage, it doesn't really matter, considering, because I just know it's based on the rage.
You gain a bonus dice equal to your glory on a single brawl
Glory,
attack.
yes. My glory is 2.
Okay, so you gain
Currently.
2 dice.
And I have a total of like 10 just by itself, because I have 1, 2, 3. With my Hispo bonus, I would have 5 in physical, and then the brawl is 5 as well, so for 10.
Yep, you have +2 to physical.
Mhm.
Okay, so you got 4 successes. Would you like to use a willpower and reroll any of that? Remind you, we're pretty much we're just about at the end of the session. So
Sure, why not? Let's see how good we can get this. Oh,
6.
it's another one. 1, 2, 3, 4,
Okay.
5, 6.
So
And that's aggravated because it's a bite.
yes,
Oh, nice.
and you're in Hispo.
Yep.
So 6. It +1 damage for aggravated for the bite.
Mhm.
Let's see.
So a total of 7 aggravated?
Yep, and they would get their resistance pool. So and hopefully they don't roll well. So that one takes 5 aggravated. So describe what you're doing to this thing.
So I think very quickly, Cinder will kind of almost drop down to all fours, and like it's like a snap. The change is almost that fast
Right.
before she kind of leaps forward, like changing almost like mid attack, and kind of just tears into this monstrosity with her bite.
Okay, describe your bite, or would you like me to do it? I can do it.
It's quite vicious. She's quite large in this direwolf form,
Right.
so it's gonna probably just like tearing and mauling like a wild animal.
So you see Soot move toward this thing and just shift mid-step into this huge direwolf form, and her jaws come open, and as her snout makes contact, her jaws just clamp shut, and as she passes by it, there's just a big chunk of this thing in her jaws. She just took a big chunk out of the side of it.
Important note: she is like an ashen gray and black wolf, hence Soot and Cinder.
What you
As
don't
mentioned in the character.
What you don't see is blood coming out of this. from the missing chunk, it's just kind of black and gray goo. It doesn't make any sense.
Doesn't taste good either.
It may have once been blood in there, but it's not anymore. So, Fairblade, are you going to attack also? The same one that she did? Okay. And you are still in a Hobbin form, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Unfortunately, if I shapeshift right now, I have very small dice pool,
Right.
so it will make no sense to do that. So I'll just do it as homemade, using some kind of martial arts to just kick it.
Kick it while it's down.
Yeah. Let's see if it works.
Okay. So one success. It's this thing already tried to dodge, and this is a second attack. It's not even going to dodge it because a chunk of it's missing. So it lands on the floor with a very, very, very loud thud and stops moving. So now we come to Luna's attack.
And just with a -1 penalty, you said?
No, this is a 2 dice minor action for shifting.
So it's a 2 dice penalty, or
yes.
Yeah.
Because you're attacking the same turn you shifted. However,
Gotcha.
you're in Chrono, so you get +4 dice to physical tests. So you get 2 dice instead of 4.
You just meet transformation trying to swap it there.
Hey. Even with that, this attack is not going to be great. I went from 8 to 6.
So how many dice do you have for the attack?
6 attack. Oh!
Much better.
That's better!
3 with a brutal. So
and I am intending to deal damage.
So were you clawing at this thing or biting at this thing?
Yeah, I was lunging at that thing and just like cleaving it in two, basically.
Okay. So what you see is, well, I better make his. Oh, dang it.
This time it's good.
There's the brutal game +4, so then brutal outcome game total 7.
And hopefully they roll bad. Not great.
Not the worst, but not the best.
So you would have gotten 7. You would have inflicted 3.
Yeah, and then plus the claws.
That's include. Yeah, that's right. So that would have been 6. You're right. So, as you lunge at this thing that's just shambling toward your group, as you lunge at it, just claws forward, your claws just kind of right into its chest, and you just rip it apart. Just rip it in half.
Oh, shit.
And when your claws come out of it, there's little bits of bone, tissue, sinew, and this black-gray goo dripping from your claws. But you're guessing that this thing is no longer, because it's no longer in one piece. So I think it's fair to assume that it's not doing anything. So you've got one more left, and we are over time. I apologize. So we will go ahead and end it there, and we will finish it next session.